what carnival means?
When we stopped going in the 90s, like mid-90s, we used to go, when we stopped. The reason why we stopped, it wasn't because nothing to do with spirituality or religion, it's just we saw that the police had control of everything, the government was controlling everything.
But that's what I'm saying.
No free movement, and you go down certain places and they used to set up little traps where you go down and you can't go nowhere unless you go through, and they could ambush you. And that's how riots. At the time when you hear about the Brixton riots, it was the police that started the Brixton riots because they were trying to infringe on our freedom, to do what you want to do. But on top of that, now it's more spiritual why we don't go. But when we stopped going as young men, we started to see it was really government controlled. So you don't enjoy yourself anyway when you're there.
I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to say that. You brought it up, but that's what I'm saying. So why are people celebrating and getting into carnival for? Why, especially our people? Because if you what the brother is saying here is that Esau controls when you get to cock up your feet and enjoy yourself. Esau has control of that. So you have no power. You have nothing to go on, right? But you're celebrating what? When you celebrate because something good happened. Something extremely well happened to you, or you've accomplished something in your life. That's when you celebrate. But when you ain't accomplished anything, there's nothing to celebrate, man. Let's keep it real. You're still in slavery, right? Esau's telling you what to do, and you gotta listen because you ain't got no choice. Because you gotta eat, you gotta take care of your family. You gotta take care of your children. You gotta take care of your damn self. But yet you're celebrating, man. Like Israel's in a state of mourning right now. Jake really should be making these songs of mourning, man.
Right.
Not just shaking your ass and rapping about how strong you are. Listen, man, a lot of these Negroes ain't strong enough for that, man. A lot of them are weak inside, they hollow inside, and that's the real. That's the fucking real, man. But Jacob's gonna get this strength back. When the Messiah returns, when Yahushua comes back, we gonna get our strength back. Okay, but right now we gotta play the sheep right now. What's going on?
There was at one point when Benjamin was making tunes like By the Rivers of Babylon, and they were
those were better tunes, man.
Yeah, they were making tunes about being in a mournful state. But now all the tunes that Benjamin is making is all about fucking whining and shit.
Bashment.
Yeah, man. And even them Judites in America too, they're making these stupid ass songs, and they're acting as though we've overcome and all this other stuff. Negro, you ain't overcome a damn thing, man. You're still in the same fucking predicament that you was back in the 18th century, man. You ain't got nowhere. Go on, bro.
I've got a precept here. I'm gonna look up the word rioting after I read this. This is Romans 13 and 11, and it says, and that knowing the time, that now is the high time to awake out of sleep.
Right.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's the point of the matter. So when we're saying, I'll tell you what, brother, Baba Bashar, give me that 63rd chapter where it says it's time for everything under the sun. Yeah, read that again, brother. It's a lot.
Let me finish it and then I'll go through the word.
Yeah.
And it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy.
Right.
And if you look up that word rioting, it says rioting komos. It says a nocturnal or riotous procession of half-drunken and frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of males and female friends, hence used generally of feast and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry.
Yeah, that's carnival.
Revelry.
Right, like the brother said, that's carnival.
That's literally the definition of carnival.
Carnivals, yeah.
So, but the point, and another thing too, that whole carnival shit is satanic as well, man. It's all satanic because you got these people walking around the place, man, and they're just acting all crazy, fighting and all of this other stuff. So really, technically, Jake still ain't enjoying themselves even while they're at the carnival.
Yeah.
When you look into the history of why it's called carnival, basically what I said, right, turning away from the flesh. or farewell to the flesh. Is that basically during a 2-day period of Bacchanalia, is that everyone will just do as much wickedness as possible.
That's what it's all about. I'm
then-
glad you said that. That's what it's all about, man. It's just doing as much wickedness as you can.
And then turning away, and then then you would celebrate Lent, which meant you are fasted, and you act righteous for 2 weeks. That's it. So it's just being wicked for 2 days, and then
That's how they dress, the way they dress, right?
yeah.
Got barely the nipples covered and just
Exposing their bosoms and boobs,
you know.
Press all out and that.
shaking their ass to the cops, man. Like, come on, man. That ain't, come on.
I
You
cannot
gonna
finish
celebrate that shit right there?
It's a damn disgrace, man.
That's a goddamn shame right there, man.
If I may finish. Verse 14 it says, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Oh, he's talking something else. Yeah, read on.
It says, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Yeah, and that's what carnivalization is all about, man. That's the word I made up. It's really to fulfill the lust, man.
That's what
It says to make no provision for the things of your flesh. Because like I said, man, like when you really check it out, and that's why most of the times a lot of us are miserable. Because a lot of us see exactly what's going on. We're not just miserable because of our own personal life. No, we're miserable because we're in fucking slavery, man.
That's right.
That's why we're miserable. And we want the Lord to get this man out of power so that we can be set up above, man. Not getting some fucking carnival. Just getting involved in carnivality. It's not going to solve anything. It's not going to do nothing. All right? And the reason, and like the brother said, it's government funded because Esau set that thing up so that Jake can be pretty much shaking his behind and that's no fucking thing. So that Jake can get away from the real world, man.
And they put it on the news, and they make sure they show the stupid behaviour that,
Right.
you know, they're focusing on all the Jakes.
Right, so pretty much what they're doing is they're killing two birds with one stone. They got Jake looking like a fucking clown, and it means they're deceiving Jake to just being in a state of joy.
Yeah.
When they shouldn't be enjoying themselves. They should be considering what the hell is going on with our people and why we're at the bottom. And what they should do is quite contrary. Rather than going out there to rejoice, what they should be doing is looking down the place.
That's right.
That's what they should be doing.
It's Ecclesiastes 7:2.
They should go down to Parliament Square and protest and act all out, man. Go on.
It's Ecclesiastes 7:2.
You want to be real about it, go on, Fred. But getting to some carnivality, man, that ain't doing shit. Go on.
Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
Right, the living will lay it to his heart. Who's the living? We're the living because we're awakened to this truth. When you're awakened to this truth, you're alive and well, baby boy. All right? I tell you what, I want you to read that verse again because, you know, I want to do everything in order. I want to do everything in order though, brother. Let him read this right here.
It's Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of
Missed that as
feasting.
well. Yeah, read that again.
It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Right, so it's better to go into the house of mourning than to the world of feasting. Because when you're feasting, you're not concerned, you're not worrying about the reality of what's going on in your life. You're not worrying about the harsh situations that's going on in the world. You're just in a state of being partying. All right, you're just in a state of partying. But when you come out of that now, you start to see what's really going on, you see what's really good, and then ultimately you look to sort that situation out. Okay, and like the scripture says, there's a time and a place for everything underneath the sun, as we're gonna go and get later on. All right, but we're gonna get these precepts. Yeah, finish that.
So, verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better.
Right, with the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better. All right, so we've done with that. Now read what we got there.
Sirach chapter 18, verse 24. Sirach chapter 18, verse 24. It says, think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance when he shall turn away his face.
Yeah, I like that precept you brought up. You know, I'm laughing, right? Because when you think upon the wrath of the Heavenly Father, you definitely ain't got no time to go to no fucking carnival. You see, Jake, you know what, brother, we're gonna have to stay in the scriptures, man. Too much, I want to say something. You know? But like I said, man, I mean, ultimately, it's all about what we got going on. It's all about the word of the Lord, man. Everything else don't matter. Don't count worth of that. You know what I mean? All that counts is what this is saying here, because this is our salvation. When you receive our salvation, then we could gallivant around and drink and enjoy ourselves and do all that good stuff, man. But right now, we in hell. You know, you gotta get up early in the fucking morning, break your freaking back, and you're working for nothing. Okay, or you gotta go back and live in your brother's house or your mom's house or your father's house. Because you ain't got nowhere else to go. Because Esau ain't giving you no squeeze in this economy. You gotta depend on his ass any doggone. So what kind of a state is that? That's not a happy state to be in. That ain't something to celebrate. All right, go on. Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you what, you can say something now. Let's finish.
I was just going to say, you were saying about carnivals a waste of time. Setting up camp at carnivals is an even bigger waste of time.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because you got Israelite camps out there. They will go in the heart of the simpletons of our people and speak the word. Because really, what they want to get a crowd of people. The Lord ain't fucking no crowds of people. The Lord is dealing with the elect, the select few. That's it. That's all He's dealing with. He's not dealing with the whole house of Israel right now. But we should already know by now that the whole house of Israel, they're going to be destroyed. That's right. They're going to be taken out, and they're going to have to fill that. They're going to have to fill that fire up their ass. That's how they're going to be taken out, and then they're going to have to get it back all over again.
Precepts on carnival. This is Isaiah 19 and 14. Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
Right.
And they have caused Egypt to err in every work.
Right. They have caused Egypt to err in every work. Go on.
Every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
Right.
So
that's just the thing. That's just the thing. There's a perverse spirit in the midst. And carnival is a perverse thing to get involved in, man. Okay, that's one of the worst things you could get involved in, because you got all kind of demonic activities going on, and most likely you got a lot of bulldaggers there too, carpet punchers and. Taking it up the behind individuals in that fucking carnival.
Yeah, nah, probably now. Nah,
you think I'm gonna gallivant around in them? You think I'm gonna rally around in those places? Fuck them. All right. But like I said, even if there wasn't no sodomites in it, it's still a waste of time, because once you get done enjoying yourself in some carnival, guess what? You're gonna have to go back to reality again.
Majority of the time.
What is it, brother?
Majority of the time is to keep the people distracted.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's
keep
what it's
the
all
people
about.
occupied.
And it's to distract the mass of the people, as well as to distract Jake mainly, to keep Jake in that docile state of mind, man. Because if you can keep Jake in a docile state of mind, that means he still can do his other works. How they think that they can keep Jake docile, and then in their low state of mind, they can keep doing their evil works and fulfill exactly what's a part of their agenda. But what the Lord got going is that once the elect are sealed, then all bets are rough, buddy. All right, all bets are rough. This world is going to be down, destroyed. All right, and to really be honest, these Edomites that's living good, they can enjoy themselves. All right? They got it all going on right now. Let me let that pass. Because I'm not going to speak over that. This is what I'm saying, man. All this party leads to nothing. Leads to nothing. All of this party, this is what I'm saying. This conveys my point right here. This conveys my point. Some buck caught on fire or something.
Fire engine.
These Edomites, they can party, they can do all that are going there. Matter of fact, somebody give me applications from our farm. You have some. Somebody give me applications of what is it? 4. Y'all brothers gotta be prepared with the scriptures, man. We only do this once a week. I can understand if we was doing this every day. We do this once a week, man, so we gotta be, we got enough energy to do this work, man. Bring the scriptures out. Whoever's reading Lamentations, don't matter. Just read 4:27. I'm saying, like, you got a lot of jakes out there, families being gunned down or being snapped up, and they celebrate. Celebrate, like I said, what are you celebrating for what? What exactly are you celebrating? If you was to ask the Jake that's in these fucking carnivals and ask them why are they going to carnival for, you couldn't really tell you a good question.
Point 21.
Now, some of the man they used to go in the 90s, they used to go to make money, to do crime. That's why a lot of them who I used to know, and certain crowds used to go up there to make money, to do crime. Wow. And that's why when you heard about certain things on the news, you knew that certain man was doing certain things, and certain man, and stabbing used to happen. So some on the left hand side, they know why they're going up there.
Right.
On the left hand side.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just speaking in average. The average person don't even know why they get involved in it. They're just doing it maybe because everybody else is doing it, or they're just doing it because they have nothing else to do. But if you're going in to commit a crime, then what's the point of going, man? You go to those kind of parties to enjoy yourself, don't you? You got guys going over there to commit a crime, man. Come on, man. And then you got dudes going in the carnival just to fight somebody. They get pissy drunk and fight someone.
Because people are drunk and they're not aware of what they're doing, so they're going to go there and commit crime. Yeah? We'll get them when the guard's down.
Anyway, yeah. So it's just a waste of time. We're living in a time where we gotta really see what's going on out in this world, man. We ain't got time to be partying and fucking fooling around. Like we ain't got time for that. We're not in the state to be doing that, man. We're at the bottom right now of society. So we don't need to be doing no celebrating anything.
That's why
when the Messiah returns and we're back in our land, in the land of Israel, then we can rejoice, man.
That's right.
Okay. So with that, what you got?
Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of."
That's what I'm saying. It says, "Rejoice, O ye daughters of Edom." Now this ain't talking about the women of Edom. This is also referred to the whole entire nation. It says, "Rejoice, O ye, and be glad, O daughter of Edom," because they were in their time to shine. They were in their time to rejoice. They got the money. They got their economy going. They're living smoothly. They've accomplished their life. So based on that, they can party. They can do all of that. All right, but Jake ain't got no business fucking celebrating the damn thing. That's why at the bottom right now. We're in state. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
It says, "The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked."
Right.
I got sick again. Them spirits are being roused up again, man.
Yeah,
so it's around this time. The sun goes down and then the start.
The demons come up, yeah. And the word of the Lord is coming out, man. They call you the devil, man. They call you how shot the devil.
Verse 22, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins."
Right, to discover thy sins. You just want to touch it. Yeah, so like what I was saying before, man, Esau right now, he has what it takes to enjoy himself, because he's in the state of celebrating any doggone way. Okay, he can go back, and like I said, once Esau gets done celebrating whatever he's celebrating, he can go back and chill out. Get back to business all over again. Cherish his children and all of that stuff. All right, or cherish his life. And at the same time as well, because they only ruling for a short period of time. So what the Lord is saying is, look, do what you got to do, enjoy yourself, because when the time is coming, it's like you had this Edomite that came up last week. had a bed belly, looked poor and everything, man. And you could tell that the guy had he was coming from a good class. You could tell by his accent when he opened his mouth. But some.
But like you're still speaking about
Go on, bro.
cannibals and all that. See that woman that's up here with her man and her dress. You can literally see everything in the inside.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
And she's there with her husband or a man or whatever, man.
And she's getting attention. She's doing it for the attention of other men.
That's what I'm saying. So when you go to carnival,
Literally see everything.
so when you go on a carnival, what you're meeting is harlots too. You're meeting women that have been spermed up the house.
Yeah.
So is that something worthy of enjoying? Let's be honest. That's why he's out. Because it's true, man. You gotta think about that shit. You going out there to get gal, but the gal is spermed up.
I saw a video with some Jake. He was at the carnival and he saw this person dancing in a short mini skirt with a bald head and that sleeveless top. And that's what we get. These niggas are so thirsty, man. When he got up to it, it was a man.
See, that's what I'm saying. And that's all in the carnival, man.
Good for him, man.
It was a man.
Good for him.
That's all in the carnival, man. That's what I'm saying. When you go to a club nowadays, any form of carnival or a club, you're gonna think you're seeing a woman with a big ass, nice bosoms, but it's a fucking dude, man. This is what's going on in 2019. This ain't no joke. This is real life.
I should tell you, I don't have to tell you I used to be a man because I'm a woman now.
But I've
So I
switched
don't
up.
gotta tell you now.
Yeah. You know, you got
man.
gender benders now.
Yeah.
It's male.
Yeah.
It's not sir, it's ma'am. Madam.
You got
This is
gender
not
benders
sir, it's
now.
madam. Or Mrs.
Yeah, Mrs. Madam, right.
Well, I gotta tell you, I used to be a man. I'm a woman now.
Right.
That's what they like now. So that's exactly what they'll say to you now.
Yep. There will be a man on one day of the week, and the other 3 days they're a woman.
And they call to allow that, man. They call to literally
Yeah.
change their documents, declare them a woman, and that's it, man.
Yeah, but it's still a man though.
There's nothing out here.
It's still a man. No matter how many if you chop his penis off everything, it's still a man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what the situation is, man, whether you're going out there to get gal or whatever, man, you're going to find some slut. Or you're going to find a woman who you think is a woman but is a damn man. So you're really losing. You're really losing, man. You're not, I mean, like, you know, you got people going in to commit some kind of criminal activity or get into fights. Or you might have an androgynous group of androgynous demons in there. So when you go into these carnivals, you're pretty much in the realms of the devil, Satan. All right, you're in the world of the devil, man. Go on.
So
Satan's party show. Shit.
So 2nd Ezra 16:1. Woe unto thee,
The
Babylon.
club of Satan. Let me say that for me.
2nd Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Right. Exactly. For your destruction is nigh at hand. Because that's really the reality of it all. The reality of it all is that destruction is at hand, man. So all of this partying and bullshitting and causing fires and just bringing about a ruckus, what's this going to do? Is this going to leverage the people? Is this going to better people's life? Or is it going to, it's not going to change anything.